Ready for Thanksgiving? Before you eat that turkey, I want to bust one myth. You've heard about that Thanksgiving feast. Pilgrims and Indians sharing food. Sharing is nice in families and sometimes in small groups. But as Thanksgiving approaches, let's remember that when we pilgrims first came to America, we almost starved.
People grew weak and thin. Some swelled with hunger.
That's because we settlers acted like Bernie Sanders wants us to act. We farmed collectively. The corporation that funded our expedition said, grow food together, divide the harvest equally. Bad idea. Communal farming creates what economists call the tragedy of the commons. Think about a nice piece of land that ranchers hold in common.
Anyone who wants to can bring their cattle to graze.
The tragedy is that no individual rancher is much motivated to try to preserve that land. In fact,
every rancher has the incentive to bring more and more cattle to the pasture. So they're going to continue to add cow after cow until the pasture is overgrazed and destroyed.
One way to demonstrate that is to run experiments like this one. This is now your property here. I assembled a group of people and told them the circle is your shared land. You can furnish it with trees, people, whatever. And they did.
Have a tree.
Then I put some fake coins on their property and told them each coin is worth $1. But if you can leave it in there for a minute, I'll give you $2. Each minute, it doubles in value. If they can wait, they can make much more money. Do they wait? Ready, set, go. Nobody waited? There was no reason to wait. Someone else would just grab your coins. Let's change the rules of the game. I divided the land into segments, so each person had his own property. Then we played the game again. Same rules. Every minute, the value doubles, except you can only take coins from your property. Go. Nobody's doing anything. Why are you waiting?
I want to reap the most benefit.
You didn't wait last time.
At that moment, I wanted it now, whereas this is going up and it's mine, you know?
Exactly. When you own property, you take care to preserve it, to allow it to keep producing good things. But we pilgrims shared our land, so when the crops were ready to harvest, we did what these people did. Some of my neighbors sneaked out at night and grabbed extra food. Some picked corn before it was fully ready. The result?
By the spring, our food stores were used up.
The shortage of food was worse because of a second problem with the commons. When you share the results of your work, some people don't work hard.
For it let an opportunity for some to take advantage and leave the work to others.
Had that continued, Thursday would be known as Starvation Day. But fortunately, we were led not by Bernie Sanders or other commons-loving socialists, but by Governor William Bradford, who wrote in his diary,
"After much debate, I, William Bradford, assigned to every family a parcel of land."
He did what I did here. The result?
This had very good success, for it made all hands very industrious.
We brought in a harvest that was more than enough to feed us. After such a success, we never returned to shared planting.
Private property allowed us pilgrims to prosper and have that feast we read about at school. So this Thanksgiving, if you have a good meal, thank private property. Every day it protects us from the tragedy of the commons.